Hello, my people. Today I am your 80s gay aunt. Play some 80s music here or else I'm gonna look really dumb dancing with no music. Actually, wait, don't play 80s music. I'm gonna get copywritten. Play my music. Hi! This video is probably gonna get demonetized, so if you could get my merch, please, that would be great. And watch my music video 10 times and subscribe. There, you've paid your rent. Thank you very much. I will be collecting your rent. Hello, my people. So I already watched the show and I think I need to react to it on camera and talk you guys through how I feel. The first time I watched the first episode, I had it on in the back while I was getting work done, and I'm super excited. I really want to do lots of gay videos. I always do that. I'm acting like I've never made a gay video, as if I didn't make like 4 coming out parts. Subscribe if you're new. I make a lot of gay content. But yeah, buy my merch to support an independent queer artist and your gay, hot 80s aunt. I feel like everyone's gonna get really bored if I don't get right into the video, so let's do it. I bought this book 6 or 7 months ago. Buying this book was what got me back into reading. I had not read in 10 years, and reading was such a big part of my childhood. Belle was my favorite Disney princess because she loved to read. And I know this is a graphic novel, but you know. So when I found out there was gonna be a show, I was so excited. I didn't even know of any queer books. By the way though, if anyone wants a recommendation, I'm sure a lot of you have read this. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This made me cry. This is my favorite book since I got back into reading. This is literally my favorite one. Some thoughts before I go into it. I loved when Love, Simon came out. I even made like my own little trailer for it. But I do think one of my major criticisms was that there was, you know, this huge blockbuster movie for and targeted to lots of LGBTQ plus kids, but a lot of the cast wasn't actually queer. One of the characters I know for a fact was definitely queer. He wasn't really even in the movie very much. It definitely, you know, can still be a very important topic, but I think it could be really cool to not even just see like white gay male representation, because the community is full of so many different identities and faces and voices. I never really could go to a lot of mainstream media for good LGBTQ plus representation. I also think we're not even asking that much by wanting, you know, queer actors to play queer characters, because gays love the arts, okay? There is no excuse, okay? My computer, let me try to move it so that I not like the whole time and I'm just like, I'll probably have to take out songs just in case I magically don't get copywritten. That would be the thing that would get me. So I'll just play my own music because it's gay. Okay, gays, let's do this. I won't apologize 'cause you don't understand. So we've got our main character and he is messaging on Instagram and he's about to meet up with Ben. I love that the phone wallpaper is gay panic. That's pretty funny. Can I steal that idea? Actually, can we meet at break instead?
You're over there, next to Nicholas Nelson. I'm sure you'll get along swimmingly. Or you can just sit in silence for the rest of the year. Really doesn't affect me in any way whatsoever.
Has anyone else's teacher actually been that sassy? I definitely had some bad teachers, but like they wouldn't even care to be sassy. Iconic. That's gay panic.
Hi.
This is our main relationship that we're going to be following. It's this guy Nicholas, he's on the rugby team, he's like the popular kid in school. Then we've got Charlie, who's shy and he's out, he's been bullied, but we'll be following multiple queer stories, which is really cool because like I said, I like seeing representation that's more than just, you know, gay guys. Not that gay male representation is not important, because it is, but give the women some representation too! Woo! And trans reputation, asexual representation, there's not a lot of that. I love the little leaves. It's an homage to the graphic novel.
I miss your face so much.
My whole family was around on Christmas Day in them.
Charlie listened to what Ben had to say, and then Ben didn't even listen to what Charlie had to say. Damn, my boobs look great. Sorry. I'm so annoying.
See you later then, yeah. Still don't tell anyone about this.
Oh.
Here's the thing, some people haven't come out to their parents yet, like I've had it with friends, with myself. I went on some queer dates. It really scared me because I wasn't out to my parents. I kind of definitely ghosted some people because I felt bad because I was like, I can't really be public with you. I don't feel comfortable with that. So like, I understand that part of it. It's really sad, but there's no excuse because you have, in this case, internalized homophobia. There's no excuse to treat the other person like a used good.
You going that way?
Yeah, maths.
I'm American, so I'm like, math? Maths?
Homework or walk into your lesson.
I might be.
Gays can't do math. Okay, sorry.
I can tell you the answer.
Then I won't learn.
Gays can't do math.
Let me just get off. How dare you?
There's many categories of gay. Gays that can't do math, driving gays, there's astrology gays. This is great representation of gays that can do math.
Hey,
What?
just hi.
Why are you talking to me? I don't even know who you are.
It's okay if you haven't accepted yourself, but you don't get to treat the other person like a used doll. Ugh, I'm mad, okay. Like, that would have just been mean in general, but like, especially with context, it's evil.
I did it again.
Okay, I love this friend. Like, I love him so much. He's ally of the year. I know a lot of people didn't like him. I think no character is ever gonna be perfect if it's a well-written character. Every character is hopefully overcoming something, trying to teach the audience something. Like, I wish I had a friend like this.
Elle's not here. You're allowed to miss her.
Obviously, it's better that she's at an all-girls school now. Mr. Reed was still refusing to call her Elle.
Mystery's a massive transphobe.
Okay, so now we've got the trans representation. So there's an all-boys school and an all-girls school, and they sometimes do things together, like school dances, and they have a character that is trans that was like in their friend group that they're talking about, Elle. So she switched to the all-girls school, and they're talking about how the teachers at their school, like, some of them wouldn't even use her right name. We love the representation.
Tree is just a trio.
No, he's too gay. He's just having his gay simp moment. He's not even listening.
Isn't that Nick Nelson? The one that looks like a golden retriever?
He doesn't look like a golden retriever.
I love golden retrievers. What's wrong with that?
Okay.
Charlie, you don't have a tissue, do you? My pen just exploded. It's not coming off.
You're gonna be blue.
That's me every time I dye my hair. Literally, that's me every time I dye my hair.
Be careful. Man, he's friends with a bunch of loud, gross Year 11s who are exactly like the guys who bullied you last year.
This was brought up in the book, and I think it wasn't brought up in the show, and I feel like it definitely does add a lot more context. I'll find the screenshot of the book page. This best friend was like the only one that was here for Charlie when he was being severely bullied. They reference that a lot. I think he's like the only kid that's out at his school. He's very protective of him because he was the only one that was there for him, and he saw how bad the bullying was.
But he's a whole different person when he's with his bro dude friends.
Listen, that is unattractive. When someone's really different with their friends and they like don't treat you well. So this is Elle, their friend, that now goes to an all-girls school. Okay, I have to note, this actress, stunning, gorgeous. And I just wanted to make a note of that, okay? Literally beautiful. So Elle just switched to an all-girls school, and she's just kind of sitting alone at lunch. She doesn't know anyone, talking to him, letting him know how her day's going. Now she's just kind of like, oh, who am I gonna hang out with here? And now we go back to Charlie. No, don't meet him in the library. She treated you so poorly. Out, out. I think that a lot of queer identities can relate to the feeling of someone feeling the need to hide you because of who you are, or feeling the need to hide yourself. But yeah, this is like a very real queer experience where one person's out and the other person is like, don't tell anyone, but like in doing so, they don't treat you well. It's okay if you're not ready to come out to everyone yet, but this can be done in a very invalidating way, like backhanded comments whenever you do see the person, things like that. There's like like one scene they did here that I love where he's sitting on the floor of the art room. There's like all these like tree vines growing out of it. It's just a beautiful shot. Now that I edit my own music videos and plan them out and write out these weird elaborate plots, you know, like using my toxic husband as a voodoo doll with a Ken doll, that was definitely one of my best moments in my last music video. I feel like I notice things like that more often.
It's quite a while since you've hidden in here at lunch.
I'm not hiding.
Then what are you doing?
So he got bullied a lot. He's back where he used to sit at lunch, and there's this queer teacher. We stan him, we love. I think he's the art teacher. I wish my art teachers were gay, because I think art, like I said, it's gay there. All of the arts are gay, so like no excuse for no queer actors, for queer characters. There's lots of straight characters out there. Trust me, there's other opportunities. But anyways, he's like, you're hiding again, like what's going on?
So everything's okay?
Everything's fine. Actually, I've got a boyfriend.
Congratulations.
No, I don't think he
He's so
thinks we're
shy.
boyfriends anyway. He ignores me sometimes.
Another really real queer experience is having one of your first real relationship or even like dating experiences be something where you're hidden and the other person is constantly reminding you that you need to be hidden. It can set you up for other relationships where like you think that's normal and you don't realize it doesn't have to be that way or it shouldn't be that way forever. Right now he's like, oh, like I have a boyfriend, but he doesn't realize how he's being mistreated. It can happen for so many things, but like when you have an unconventional first relationship, like you're just gonna think that's normal, or you don't know any better, so you're just like, he's my boyfriend, obviously, he just hides me and ignores me and he's mean to me, you know? It's so sad.
She pretends like it doesn't know who I am.
See?
But then when it's just us two, he's fine.
And it's the bare minimum.
No.
Maybe you should talk to him then. What do you want me to say? Break up with him?
Don't know.
What about your friends? Have you talked to them about it?
They wouldn't get it.
Well, why not?
Because they're not gay.
I feel like this is also another realistic part of the queer experience where if you don't have other people in your community, you can just feel really isolated. Obviously, he can talk to his friends about this, but it's a unique situation, you know, where there's no one else that's gay in your school, so he might feel like, you know, this is the only person he could hook up with, versus a straight person doesn't have to worry about being the only person that's gay at their school, so it's a different situation. But for him, he's like, I've never experienced anything potentially, and like I'm getting an experience of having a relationship in high school, and this is my only options. Do you get what I'm saying? Is my gay translating? I hope so.
It's better to be honest about your feelings in the long run.
I hate being honest.
I know.
Oh my god, this is
How
me.
you were being bullied.
Regardless of even the like great queer story and really relating to that, even just like having a shy protagonist that's very like passive and just lets people walk all over them. I think a lot of people think that all queer people are extremely confident and bold all the time, and I think a lot of queer people get extremely bold and confident later in their life because they have shunned so much of themselves and have had to make themselves smaller for so long. Even like without the queer perspective, I just relate to this because my number one like New Year's resolution the past 3 years has just been to be more assertive. Like I hate being honest, I'm scared of offending people, but then I end up hurting myself in the process. Like it's a way of hurting myself, not communicating my needs. When you're little, you have to tell your parents, can you give me water? Because, I don't know, you're tiny, you can't reach the water or whatever. And it's like the first thing you learn, but then as adult, it's more complicated with situations like this, and we have to learn again to communicate our needs. And now you're just a So he just saw our incredible character Ben kissing a girl, which is him being dishonest in every way. He clearly has some really bad internalized homophobia. Like, that's a pretty bad case, Ben. Go to therapy. Go to therapy, I'll pay for it. I should not have to pay for this boy's therapy. I'll do it though, to protect my nephew, Charlie. I don't know when he became my nephew, but he is. So I'm actually in this show. I'm the gay aunt that talks about the next cruise she's gonna be on. Actually, nah, I don't think I do cruises. Cruises kind of scare me. I watch a lot of weird Titanic videos. I'm the gay aunt talking about the 20th Broadway play I've seen that year, and on my 4th margarita. That's the role I play here. This type of relationship can happen so much for queer people, where they just feel hidden by someone that is unsure of how they feel, and you know, they're developing feelings and the other person doesn't even know if they're developing feelings. They're more just thinking about, how do I even feel about myself? That's why I used to ghost when I was like this, because I didn't want to lead anyone on if I didn't even know what was going on with myself, even though I don't think you should ghost. But I was a teenager and stupid. Don't be stupid. You've watched my old videos. I was stupid. Just kidding. I don't know what I'm saying. Queer people having this be their first relationship, like, it sets up such low self-esteem. How hard is it gonna be when you're already a teenager, the only gay kid in your school, and the one person you were hooking up with doesn't even care enough to tell you that he also has a girlfriend in public? You're gonna feel so unspecial and just alone and isolated. Good for you! He set a boundary. Toxic people hate boundaries, so be prepared, Charlie. See, the don't ignore me, Charlie, so demanding. He can't believe he just like treated someone horribly and then they set a boundary. Hear that siren? It's coming for you, Ben.
What sort of boy do you want to go out with?
One who doesn't mind people seeing us talk to each other would be nice.
See what I mean? His expectations for a relationship are so low. Just someone that is nice to him.
Do you want like an opposites attract thing?
I don't think I can afford to be that specific, to be honest.
That's another thing you have to think about when there's not a lot of queer people at your school. When you're the only person at your school, you'll take anything you can get, and it just like totally can lower your self-esteem when the only person that will kiss you is someone that also has a girlfriend and treats you so poorly. Someone just being nice to you is like the bare minimum, you know? Raw gay power. He is running on raw gay power. Anyways. Gay panic. I know gay panic when I see gay panic. Just like a popular kid just being nice to the only gay kid in school and not caring about what people will say. Okay, this is the bare minimum, never mind. Maybe we love the lack of toxic masculinity.
I had something I wanted to ask. I wanted to tell you that I'm gay too. I want to be with you forever. Do you want to join the rugby team?
So that's in his head. Sorry, I just probably stated the obvious.
I don't really know how to play.
I can teach you.
People say gays can't do sports. First there's a gay that can do math. Now there's a gay that can do sports. This is incredible. We asked him to join the school rugby team and he says yes. He's about to walk into the locker room after he's joined the rugby team.
I'm sure he's a nice guy, but we actually want to be decent. Does he even like sports? Everyone knows he's gay.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, only we're allowed to say gays can't do sports. Not you, gross. Nick clearly has some friends that are not very nice. I feel like that's kind of an issue. It's really nice that he's trying to include him and he doesn't seem to care at all about his sexuality. Again, the bare minimum. But hanging out with those type of people, you should reconsider that. You know what, to give him the benefit of the doubt though, he's just like part of the rugby team. So maybe he's not even like that close with them. They're just people he hangs out with because he's on the rugby team. But he's not like, oh my god, I love these people.
Where is your can-do attitude?
They're
Just try
flirting.
and tackle me. I won't dodge. Come on.
Gay.
That was perfect.
Gay.
Yeah. Let's try again.
That was gay.
Actually moving. Come on.
Gay. We've got our sports montage, which, you know, is a part of every movie, like the montage. This time it's gay. I believe in gays deserving montages. I actually signed that petition. And, you know, rights, that would be great too. 1, 2, 3, squeeze? Is this what men do? Ew. What? Is that what they do? My boy Tao. They're looking for each other, so cute. I love my boy Tao and my girl Elle. Honestly, they might be my favorite characters. No, you haven't met my favorite characters yet, but I love them. Fender just likes to like look at me really close sometimes. Like he doesn't touch me, he just goes, and I let him. I think he likes to look at the makeup. I love the leaves. Get away, Ben. Ben ruins everything.
You're wearing a coat. It's not even cold.
It's February.
Lame.
What do you want, Ben?
His morals aren't in check, and he's got this internalized homophobia that he has not unpacked at all. So it's a really bad mix. Getting mad at someone for setting a boundary after you treat them horribly.
Don't touch me. I said I don't want to meet up with you anymore.
You're clearly just scared of getting caught.
Why would I be scared of getting caught? Everyone in school already knows I'm gay. You're the one who's scared of getting caught. You can't even look at me when other people are around. Not to mention the fact that you have a girlfriend.
Ben's like, oh my god, what? You're gonna hold me accountable for my actions? Oh my god, you're offended by the fact that I lied that I have a girlfriend while I'm asking to meet you every day at school, and then I treat you horribly in class? Oh my god, how dare you, Charlie? You horrible person.
Don't be angry at me for not wanting to come out yet.
I'm not angry about that.
Then why are you angry at me?
I'm angry because you never even slightly cared about my feelings.
I think this show is making him nervous. Don't be nervous. No! There was no consent there!
I know you like me. Stop it!
Gaslighting.
He told you to stop. Piss off.
Yeah, piss off! We stand, Nick.
You seemed kind of like something was up while we were getting changed. I wanted to check everything was okay.
Sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry about.
Sorry.
You say sorry a lot. Don't say it.
This reminds me a lot of my own personality. Before I got really assertive, like people would bump into me and I'd be like, sorry. I still struggle with that. It's like people pleasing to a point of being self-destructive. I used to have that a lot, and now I give a little more F's about myself and my opinions, and I'll voice those.
Bye.
Bye.
My gay ass, I'm like, no kiss. Who is Mustache Wannabe? Oh my god, Nick is popular in school. I feel like 800 followers for high school. 800? The whole school follows you. He like wants to message him, but he's nervous. The profile picture is so cute. I just want to like protect this young romance and these wholesome boys. So he was unsure if he should send anything. He's like, okay, I'm gonna do it. It was really cute. Very wholesome moment. And then he just said thank you with an X, and he just got the message. Smile was so cute. Aww, I want to protect them. That was so wholesome and adorable. No spawn, but you should definitely watch that because that was really cute. I feel like that was like all of the like sweetness of Love, Simon, but with multiple queer storylines at once, which I know they get into even more later on in the show. So I rate it a Jessie paege out of gay. So in case you didn't know and you're new, that's me. I'm Jessie. I love that this isn't very sexualized. I feel like a lot of the representation we get will just be very sexualized, when I feel like when it comes to coming out and like the beginning of queer relationships, it's not always that. The same like lovey-dovey cute stuff that we see in a lot of straight shows, that happens with queer people too. We don't just hook up and then we're like bye and then that's the gay experience. I mean, maybe that is for some people, that's okay, but like not only that for every single queer person, just like for straight people, seeing, you know, a queer cast and these stories feel so real, but also it's not only sad, because I feel like a lot of the young queer experience is a lot of troubles you go through, but there's also a lot of like queer joy, I guess, for lack of better words. It's not just this really sad and scary thing. Like, it definitely is, and that's something to acknowledge, but also there's a lot of like excitement. I feel like this really captured all of the emotions. I know that so many of the situations in this show have happened all around the world, so I rated a Jessie paege out of gay. Follow me on Instagram. I've been posting a lot of thirst traps. Buy my merch to support my next music video. It would be appreciated. This was me summoning you to stream preach. I love you, my people. Fender says goodbye. He looks so emo. He says goodbye in emo, and he says subscribe. Bye. Follow you into a fire. Follow you into a life. And you